and that's the problem with multiculturalism. You know,
That's why you gotta kiss the ring. I'm gonna bring up the best example right now of this is my favorite of all time immigrant ever. At least one who's living right now. And I felt you're gonna like this one because this one is like on like it kind of hits everything on a really personal level. So, um, let me. So, who I'm talking about is Kimi Onaya. I was gonna say Onodera. Kimi Onada. Now she's hold up. So she's what is she right now? Hold up. Let me hold up. Gonna line it up a little over here. So she's a politician of the Liberal Democratic Party. So when you see the words Liberal Democratic Party, what do you think?
like loony liberal, like snowflake.
Okay, so I'm the Liberal Democratic Party, LDP for short, also known as the Jimento, is a major conservative and nationalist political party. That's what I always thought was funny because I see it, I'm like, what? Like, what is this part? What's going on? And then I look into it, it's like, oh no, they're like this, is like the super conservative, like nationalist party. So she's part of the super conservative national party right now. She is the minister of state and economic security in Japan right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I think this is basically like she's like in second in charge. Um, Based off this image, what would you give the looks of her right now? Actually, let me her little.
I think she's mid. Like she's not dog ugly. She's not ugly at all, but she's not attractive either.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think she's attractive. Like I don't think she's ugly. Like she's just mid. I'd had the opportunity, but if I didn't, I wouldn't be heartbroken.
So, from what I understand, I'm not a big Japanese politics guy. I'm not a big not really not. I only know like the basic things like like Abe, R.I.P. Shinzo Abe. I may like him just because Trump was cool with him. Like I don't even know like how like deep the left wing or the right wing is in Japan, but all I know is now that the current prime minister
Wait,
is
is she the one that's trying to get rid of all the Muslims?
yeah, so Kimi Odera, she's like in charge of from what she's been like the most pro getting all the immigrants out from what I understand, but I don't know how pro that is. I don't know if she's just saying like, oh, like we need to like check them or whatever, and they're like, oh, but let me see, because like I typed in her name in English like on Google, and there's like a bunch of like um
I heard there was a Jew in Japan that's trying to like, uh, have Muslim
yeah,
immigrants.
yeah, there was some, yeah, she was on that. Let me see. But okay, this was the so there's like two like or three cool things about her. So this one, what is she saying with this one? She's Kimi Onada, foreigners who do bad things will no longer. So this pretty much seems like this is how far she's going. Is that foreigners? She wants to get the bad foreigners out. So, from what I understand, she's basically like the JD Vance of like the current administration in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
because she's like younger, um, and has like a better pulse on what's going on. But she might be like the better JD Vance because she's like actually like a big otaku or AK for you anime fan. Okay, what do you think about this selfie right here? It's like this just okay for her. This is like the perfect spot. Like every time I was like looking more and more into her, I was looking like that one Batman gif, like the Lego Batman
Yeah, yeah,
gif,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
where Bruce Wayne
I
is just
just fell
blushing.
in your love tonight.
But she doesn't say it now. She had like some video or some like someone tried asking her like, oh, like what are your favorite anime series, and she gave like a very professional like, oh, like I don't want to mess up like I don't want to like what's it called, I don't want to put too much pressure on like the creators of the series or the manga she likes or whatever, because see now it's even like all it's like I was looking way too deep into this. Now it's all in my recommendation.
So what does this have to do with immigrants in America?
I just told you she was like super hard on immigrants, and I was like, I'm trying to give you a good example
Oh,
of someone who I know. But okay, I'm gonna get deeper into this. But the main these are the two main cool parts I like about her right now, is that she likes manga. I think this is her like on a podcast or a show, and she's just like talking about manga, and it's not. And I did my due diligence, and I was like looking up like, is this like a fake thing? Because you know how like politicians will just be like, yeah,
I love
I like Lil Pimp or whatever. Like, they'll do stuff like that, but like they don't really care. But no, if you can talk about manga for like 20 minutes, it's like, yeah, like you know your stuff. But yeah, like someone asked her like, oh, like what do you they asked her now, because this was like 2 years ago, but they asked her now like, what are your favorite like manga? And she was like, oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna like I'm a manga fan, but I'm not gonna give too much information because I want to pressure her. She didn't want to pressure. Was that like a boomer?
yeah.
Right. And her account on Twitter, from what I understand, this is not supposed to be like a professional account for her. She's just like tweeting like mundane things. And she had like a tweet recently where she was saying that like, oh, like I feel like just because I'm an anime fan, like it doesn't mean like, oh, like I can't like this, because this is what liberals always do. They always say things like, oh, like how can, like, let's say like we're fans of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
A liberal will be like, how can you be a fan of Star Wars and you want them all out of here? I'm like, because we know the difference between reality and fiction, but we can also
the Empire was based.
Yeah, we can also get things out of it.
I think I have a theory, and I felt this for a while ever since I was a kid. Cause I've been in the Star Wars community online for a minute. I feel like pro Empire pages, pro Empire Star Wars pages is like a dog whistle for like fascism.
You just realized that right now?
It's my first time saying it on camera.
Wait. Are you trying to say that like
instead of having a Sonin Rad,
have you been following these Empire pages for like a long time? Because I know you started sending me those memes recently.
Yeah, I followed that stuff for a minute, but what happened was, okay, there's so many fucking layers to this. You know the Agartha edits? You want the death of me? Okay, so Agartha and the Vril Society and Hyperborea is rooted in what? Like white supremacy or white nationalism and fascism. So they're doing like Agartha-esque edits of the Empire.
Yeah, I've seen those.
So, I've seen pro-Empire stuff before, like, because the Agartha meme is like a recent thing, but like other like,
I saw like a video back in the day of like someone doing like a pro-Empire thing, but it was like a parody. Because I was watching it and I was like, yeah, dude, the Empire was just making the best of like the situation.
They were. The fucking rebels are terrorists.
And then towards the end of the video, they go like, "Oop, you just got caught into liking fascism," and I was like, "Yeah." Anyway, going back to my waifu.
I have to bring everything back to Star Wars. So, that's like my frame of reference for everything.
So these are 3 things I already like about her. I like that she's like calling out the immigrants in Japan, and then I like that she's like super big otaku, but then I also like that she like knows how to separate her enjoyment and then her what's it called, her you know, her being like a fan, and then her
I'll buy you
one
like, tomorrow.
Her being like an official politician. This is how her hold up information. Anyway,
if you had it already, I wouldn't.
I had like that. That's what I've been doing for the most part, having already. But there's one thing. No, there's just a picture of her office, and it had like a bunch of like not bunch, but it had like a Goku statue, and it had like a Captain America thing in there.
But which Captain America is it? The one with the big tits from
no,
the Ultimates?
It was just that wasn't from the Ultimates. That was from Rob Liefeld's
I'm sorry,
Captain America.
I'm sorry.
I'm just fact checking you
my,
right now.
My bad. At least you got the reference.
Oh yeah, because obviously I would know what that is. Obviously, yeah, I know. Here it is, right here.
When I get into politics, I'm gonna have little boo boos all over my office.
When Prime Minister Abe appeared,
R.I.P. Abe.
this will probably be cut. But because I look like this and I come from that imaginary...
Oh no, right here. Yeah.
It's run by the public headquarters internet media.
Oh, I know, right here.
It's a
Program.
How do you watch videos that have this auto dub on YouTube now? Okay, it's just me because I'm just super weebed out. But
well, the Mexican shit, it like auto dubs it for me.
Oh yeah, and I saw that one on Instagram and it was weird for a second because I saw like a Y Brazy one where he was like being like the dad character, and then he was talking in English. So I'm like, what? It doesn't make any sense. And then I look at it as like, oh, he did the AI thing.
Yeah, because I follow I follow a lot of like Hispanic far right guys on YouTube. They get away with it because you know what I mean, because they're speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
But they it'll like auto dub. It'll be like, hi, I am Quinones. You know, we're talking
HH.
Heil Hitler. And then like you translate, and then you do it in Spanish like Heil Hitler, motherfucker. But yeah, I hate this auto dub shit. It's so weird to me.
I don't know. Well, for Japanese ones, I'm like okay because it makes me understand what they're doing or what they're saying at least somewhat. I heard some people they don't like it because it sounds like it's like a what's it called? It's like a borderline like Tower of Babel thing where just like everything's becoming one thing.
I think the English language is the best language ever.
Probably true. Anyway, now this is the third. This is like the third thing. The third
ting. Oh, this is the third
now I'm sounding like an immigrant.
You talk like a Jamaican. Oh, this is the third thing that we're going to talk about.
So everything so far has just been like, okay, this is cool.
With Taiwan and Japan.
Everything so far has just been cool.
Can you do the Jamaican accent?
This is kind of the thing that wraps it all together. So if you look at her, especially me, because I'm in a very Japanese moment in my life. No, but okay, I
got yellow fever.
That's different. That's a totally different thing. That's the yellow fever is like what those vets do. They go to those other countries. I'm just like in a very like mentally, I'm very in a Japanese, very in a Japanese point in my life. So I could tell when there's something off about, like I could tell she's not fully Japanese.
What, you think she's part white?
It's not that I think she's part white. I know she's part white.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
So I'm gonna go back to the Wikipedia.
It's because
page.
we're real quick. Is she Jewish?
No, it's better.
Okay, hold on a second.
It's way better once I tell you the whole thing.
It's because I know some Japs don't have chinky eyes.
Yeah.
Because that's like their indigenous ancestors didn't have eyes, right?
Yeah. The what do they call Jomon? There's like a spectrum of like Japanese, and from what I understand, the ones that have the most like, I couldn't find another way to say it. the ones that have those type of eyes, it's because
the Chinese.
Yeah, the Chinese, like whatever mixture of that. But then the ones that have like the more
round
like,
eyes.
Yeah, the structures like that is because they have a Jomon.
So then okay, before you say what you're gonna say. Where the fuck do the Japanese come from?
I think, dude.
I've heard that they come from. I heard that the Japanese are Hebrews.
Hold up.
That they're loosely related to the Hebrews.
So this is kind of the spectrum. There's like these ones. This one is the. Hold up. This one is the Jomon, and then this one is the Yayoi. Mm-hmm. And then from what I understand, what this one's saying that like basically that Japan's basically a mix of both of them right now. But then there's still ones like people in modern times that still like they kind of they're both Japanese, but they both have like different phenotypes. They come from different lineages, and either lineage or like either these two. So
because I think I don't know because like okay, you know what throws me off about the Japanese, specifically the Japanese, and some of the Indians from like northern Mexico, is that like because like they say like Asians, what we know as Oriental Asians, right? They all come from like the right, the ones with the cheeky eyes,
Yeah.
and that the Native Americans come from the ones with cheeky eyes. But my so-called indigenous ancestors look like Aboriginals. They didn't look like your typical like hey. They didn't look like one of those.
I feel like we're never gonna be able to get to the bottom of this because we're always gonna get like Dr. Umar being like, be like, yeah, man, but it's like really they was black and shit.
No, because like okay, and I'm not trying to piss you
Like,
off.
This is the perfect example of the facial structure.
I'm not trying to piss you off, but the one on the left, what's the one on the left called?
Joman.
The
What,
Jomon?
you think they might be Jewish?
Not Jewish like L'chaim, but like the 12 tribes, like, you know what I mean?
So you think?
I think they might have Semitic ancestry is what I'm trying to say. Not Semitic in a bad way, like just that they have Semitic. Can we just stop being anti-Semites for a minute? Like, I think they probably have roots to like Abraham and Noah and stuff like that, because there have been stories of the Hebrews going to Japan, because like I think samurai, is it samurai? I think it's like the word samurai doesn't mean anything in Japanese, but it means like warrior or some shit in Hebrew.
Yeah.
So there is some, I don't know, but that's a conspiracy theory.
So
Because then that explains the Jewish demons. What do they call them? Tengu.
The Tengu.
Tengu. Yeah.
But they're saying the Tengu were the what's it called? Whatever the Tengu is supposed to be was inspired by the Jew. So.
But is that the Ashkenazi Jew?
That's how you're gonna get away with this.
Yeah.
That's how.
Is that what they're describing, the Ashkenazi Jew?
Wasn't that you're gonna start saying the Frankists that they're trying to describe?
Well, no, because here Palestinians are more closely related to Jesus than Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you want to get back into her? My bad. You said she's mixed with what?
You're gonna
German.
You're gonna find this so fucking funny.
German?
So let's go back to her Wikipedia. So okay, now the only thing I've given you is that she's half Japanese, half American. Early life. Onoda Kimi was born December 7th in Chicago,
Get
Illinois.
the fuck out of here! No way.
Moved to Seichoshi, Okayama Prefecture. Her mother is Japanese and her father's Irish American. So I read that part and I was like, so what happened to some South Side Irish like this Japanese and then dipped? Because it said later on that basically he dipped after like, because they moved back to Japan, but then he dipped after like 2 years. So some Southside Irish guy like fucked a Japanese girl, made probably was gonna be like the next president or prime minister of Japan eventually.
Wow.
But when I read that, I was thinking that, you know how we always think everything comes back to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. I was like,
I think everything does go back to Chicago. I think Chicago has the craziest people.
it has like the most interesting amount of influence.
Nick Fuentes, Pope Leo.
Because it's almost like, to me, like the East and West Coast, like LA and NYC, they're kind of like, it's like not really special if like you're an artist or like an important, it's not really special as to proceed to Chicago.
Yeah, I think Chicago just produces crazy people. I think it's because of the weather.
It might be.
Dude, like remember last year was fucking 70 degrees in February?
Yeah.
You know, I do think that something about being from Chicago just produces like crazy people.
Yeah, and it's not even like living here. I just think it might be like the land. You know how like people like saying like the land is cursed because
Well, according to Freemason.